It was up to Diesel and say we're gonna rebook Sting if he came here in 2005. So I noticed a lot of you guys who comment love my rebooking videos. And I thought that was a few, but I'm seeing a lot of comments from the recent people who've been commenting, rebook this, rebook that. So you know what? My plan right now is do rebooking videos. I got a few that's been sitting in the vault for years, to be honest with you. But yeah. So I've seen a couple ask me for early Sting. Hey Christian Burial. I'm sorry if I'm saying your name wrong still, but how you doing? Yeah. So I decided the earlier Sting I'm gonna do the rebooking for starts at WrestleMania 21. I know a few of you asked me to start at WrestleMania 18, but like to be honest here, during that early 2000s run, like '03 to '02, whatever, Triple H are burying these guys left, right, and center. So realistically, it wouldn't have turned out well. I feel if they did it 2002 to 2003. I remember Undertaker was still the biker 2002 to 2003. And then you look at the Undertaker versus Kane match, and let's say they insert Sting instead of there, they would have made Sting look good. So I'm not going to do that one. So I'm going to start off with WrestleMania 21. Now, WrestleMania 21, years ago, there was rumors that The Rock wanted to do The Rock versus Sting at WrestleMania 21. So we're going to do that. Starts off, Sting makes debut, challenges The Rock, or Rock challenges him, whatever. The match is on. And WrestleMania 21, The Rock versus Sting. Sting goes over with the Scorpion Deathlock. You see The Rock have his sharpshooter, and then Sting puts on his Scorpion Deathlock, and Sting wins clean. The Rock taps out. 4-star match. So post Raw, Sting comes out, then his music hits, and then stops. Then Ric Flair comes out and welcomes Sting back. Tells him, let's do this one more time for the fans like the good old days. Sting accepts. Then it's Sting versus Ric Flair. Sting's wings clean via Scorpion Deathlock, 3-star match. Then Kane comes out of nowhere and choke slams Sting. Next week, Sting comes out and says he attacks Sting to show him who the real monster is and how people have been talking about this guy Sting and how sick of it he was. And next week, Sting comes out and challenge. No, sorry. Next week, Sting comes out and challenges Kane and faces him. No, sorry. Challenges Kane and Kane doesn't come out. Week after that, Sting is looking for Kane with the bat. Can't find him. Next week, Kane attacks Sting from behind. Backlash 2005. Kane versus Sting. Sting wins via Scorpion Death Drop. 3.5 stars, regular match. Post Backlash is Sting versus Viscera, a throwaway match. Kane interferes, attacks Sting. Sting wins via DQ, 1.5 stars. Next week Raw, because remember Raw versus SmackDown and it was taken serious back then. Sting and Kane have an all-out crazy brawl. Week after that, have an all-out crazy brawl again, and security comes to break it up. Week after that, Kane and Sting have a match on Raw. They brawl onto the stage. Kane choke slams Sting off the stage. 3-star match, and Sting is out for 2 weeks. Two weeks before Vengeance, Sting goes looking for Kane with a bat. And then the next week, Kane attacks Sting with a chair from behind. And then Eric Bischoff comes out and makes the match a no DQ match. And they have a crazy match, no DQ. Sting wins via Scorpion Deathlock this time 4-star match. SummerSlam 2005. We're going to have the match that was planned to happen at WrestleMania 18. Sting versus Kurt Angle. Instead of, Kurt Angle versus friggin' Eugene. Oh. Sad that Kurt Angle in 2005, Kurt Angle was back in great shape again. He was looking very cut and lean. And he was injured 2004, so he fully recovered 2005. And they wasted that match, Kurt Angle versus Eugene, of all people. Sigh. So it was this short mini feud. And then they face at SummerSlam. Sting wins via Scorpion Deathlock. Kurt Angle taps out, 4.5 stars. Side note for SummerSlam 2005. Hogan versus Michaels still happens. Sting. Hogan still wins, but in the ending, when Shawn Michaels goes to shake Hulk Hogan's hand, Shawn Michaels kicks Hulk Hogan right in the balls and stays heel. Sorry about that, guys. Post SummerSlam Raw, Sting congratulates Hulk Hogan and badmouths Shawn to Hogan about how after Shawn Michaels low-blowed Hulk Hogan at SummerSlam. Later on that night, Shawn Michaels' sweet chin music Sting out of nowhere backstage from behind. Next week, Shawn talks about why he kicked Sting and says nobody badmouths the Heartbreak Kid, and how he'll leave Sting in the middle of the ring like he did Hulk Hogan. Then Sting comes on and says, if you wanted to face me, you could have called me out like a man. Then Shawn says, anytime. Then Sting challenges Shawn for Unforgiven. Shawn accepts. Next Raw, Sting talks about how he always wanted to face Shawn Michaels going back to the 90s. He talks about how they both faced Bret Hart, both faced Sting, Kevin Nash, Scott Hall, Hogan, and Goldberg. You're the showstopper. Well, Shawn, it's showtime, folks. Next week, Raw, Shawn comes out, makes a parody of Sting, wearing his 96 face paint, making funny Sting voices, saying how I'm emo and sad. I'm sad. I'm not Shawn Michaels. It said I'm not Shawn Michaels. Unforgiven 2005 versus Shawn Michaels. Sting wins via DQ, 4-star match. Taboo Tuesday versus Shawn Michaels. Sting wins via Scorpion Death Drop, 4.5 stars, and Shawn Michaels attacks Sting after the match. Survivor Series 2005. Sting versus Shawn Michaels on No Holds Bar match. Sting wins, 5-star match, and Shawn Michaels gets up, shakes Sting's hand, and is a babyface again. And then Sting comes out. Triple H attacks Sting from behind with a sledgehammer and injures Sting. Sting's out for 2 weeks. And Triple H cuts a promo how he took out Sting. Sting appears from behind with a bat. Triple H backs off, begs Sting not to attack him. Then Triple H runs away as Sting chases him. Then Sting and Triple H come face to face at the Go Home show. Triple H has a sledgehammer, Sting has his bat. Then Sting hits the sledgehammer out of Triple H's hand, and Triple H leaves, and then Sting points the bat at Triple H. New Year's Revolution. Sting versus Triple H in a no DQ match. Sting wins via Scorpion Deathlock. And then No Way Out 2006. Undertaker and Kurt Angle have the match. Exact same result. After the match, Angle leaves the ring. Then the light goes out and Undertaker's music goes out. He leaves the ring. Then as he gets to the Titantron, he stops and looks at the ground weird. Then goes to pick something up. And it's Sting's mask. A Sting mask, sorry. Then the camera zooms in on the crowd. They're singing the rafters like the good old days in WCW, and the crowd pops. So you know I'm about to go with this. And then that SmackDown, Undertaker and Kurt Angle had that rematch. As Undertaker goes to the tombstone and the light goes out. Then the light goes out, and there's Sting outside with the bat pointing at Undertaker. And Kurt goes to the roll up and gets the 1, 2, 3 on Undertaker and Sting, and the arena is dark. Comes on a set for years. It's been talked about these two dark characters, Sting and the Undertaker. I was the hero of WCW, and you were the dark hero of the WWE. You closed WrestleMania, and I closed Starrcade in 1997. You fought the Hart Foundation in DX. I fought the NWO. It's been 10 years in the making. I want you at WrestleMania. Hits the turnbuckle. Sorry, lightning hits the turnbuckle. SmackDown. Undertaker comes out and tells Sting he's entered a world he has never entered before. Cuts a typical Undertaker promo. Then Undertaker accepts. Next week, Sting comes out and he cuts the mic. No, sorry. He cuts a promo. The microphone cuts. The ring starts to shake. Then it stops. Then he goes to the mic. The ring shakes again. Next SmackDown, Undertaker walks backstage. Then he sees a random Sting mask again. Then out of nowhere, he sees a bat fall and a bird chilling right beside him. Like, you know, the bird came down for the NWO back in 1997. And the next week on Raw, Sting walks backstage, sees an urn. And then SmackDown, Undertaker career highlights, promo package runs. Next Raw, Sting comes out, is quiet for a minute or two, goes to the mic, lightning hits all 4 turnbuckles, and the ring collapses. SmackDown, Undertaker comes out, then he speaks and sees the bird again. You know, same bird that they saw in NWO 1997 on the turnbuckle. Then a Starrcade-like promo cuts in the background. Then the camera zooms in, and Sting is in the rafters, staring at the Undertaker, and Undertaker stares right back at him. The go-home show. Sting comes out, then he hits the ring. Undertaker appears at the Titantron, says at WrestleMania, you will rest in peace. Then the light goes out. Undertaker appears in the ring. And for the first time, Undertaker and Sting stand face to face, staring right at each other. WrestleMania 22, Undertaker versus Sting. Undertaker wins. The feud continues. And at Backlash 2006, Undertaker versus Sting in a casket match. Undertaker wins. And then after this, Sting goes kind of part-time for the rest of the year. Because, you know, it's been one full year. Post-Vengeance Raw, Undertaker comes out and Sting returns for the first time since Backlash and challenges RVD for the WWE title. RVD accepts. RVD versus Sting. RVD wins. 4 1/4 match. Then Sting leaves for a bit. Hulk Hogan comes back like he did in 2006. Sting welcomes Hogan's back and talks about the good old days, then challenges Hogan for old time's sakes, and how there's never a clean winner for their matches. SummerSlam 2006, Sting versus Hulk Hogan. Sting wins, 3-star match. Fast forward to Survivor Series 2006. He's going to be on Ric Flair's Legends team and beats Spirit Squad in real life, like what already happened, but Sting's one of those legends instead. Makes a surprise Royal Rumble appearance. Is eliminated in the last, right before the last KO, Undertaker and Shawn Michaels. And Taker and Shawn Michaels still do the same thing at Royal Rumble. Post Royal Rumble Raw, John Cena comes on to talk about his hard-fought match. Then Sting comes on and talks to John Cena. Then Cena talks about how he used to look up to Sting, going back when he had the blonde hair, as a surfer gimmick. Then Sting talks about Cena having traits like him, kind of reminding Sting of his old self. Then Sting challenges John Cena for the WWE title. John Cena says he always wanted to face Sting, face his idol, and Cena accepts. No Way Out 2007. It's going to be Sting and John Cena instead versus Undertaker and Batista. Batista screws Undertaker. Sting pins Undertaker. John Cena and Sting wins, 4-star match. Then at WrestleMania 23, Triple H is injured in real life. So it's going to be Undertaker versus Batista, John Cena versus Sting, and Triple H with Donald Trump versus Booker T with Mr. McMahon. Undertaker versus Batista, same thing. John Cena beats Sting via FU, because that's what it was called at the time. Then Sting shakes John Cena's hand, passes the torch, 4.5 stars, and Shawn Michaels beats Undertaker in a 5-star match. And yes, that is my rebooking for Sting. If he joined the company 2005 to 2007, he would definitely come back, but more like on a part-time schedule. He would have definitely came back to help celebrate with Ric Flair for his retirement during that segment. So yeah, you guys let me know what rebookings do you want me to see, because this is the path I'm going to go down, rebookings, because in all seriousness, a lot of you guys are liking my rebookings. I appreciate it. So you know what? I plan to do more of these. So yeah, give me your feedback. Tell me what you like. Tell me what you would change. Tell me your favorite part of the rebooking. And yeah, let me know what rebookings you want to see me do.